Welcome back to section 2 of sponsoring. Now we're going to talk about becoming a good listener. And one thing to remember is that we have 2 ears and 1 mouth, and we've got to use them in that order. So this section will be very interesting. Become a good listener. If you're in any social situation, you need to be listening out for what people are saying about their work. They might well be frustrated at working full-time or by their lack of time to spend with their families. These people may also need extra money as their children's school fees and outside school activities are so expensive now. All these things can give you a clue that they may well be interested in the business opportunity you have to offer. Rather than talk to them about it at the event, you could say, "I'd like a private conversation with you as I have something that may be of interest to you. May I give you a call so that we can arrange to have a coffee together and I can tell you all about it? Or, I'm involved with something that could be of interest to you and I'd love to meet up and have a chat with you over a coffee. I'm free next Tuesday or Thursday. Which of those days would suit you?" Keep it light and create an interest. Avoid diving in and spilling everything out in one go. Remember that your objective is to show the business presentation and find out if it is of interest to them. We already know it's interesting to you. Prospecting on the phone. Set the scene. Then set aside a time when you can make your calls and be uninterrupted. Your approach to this is very important. So when you make your call, always ask if it's a good time to talk. If it isn't, ask them when it would be convenient. Always remember why you're making the call. You're contacting them to invite them to look at the business presentation video, so try not to get too sidetracked into other things. Tell them that you would value their opinion, that this might not be for them, but they might know someone who would be interested. It's always necessary to give them a get-out clause. Again, you never want them to feel pressurized into anything. Always smile when you're on the phone. This might sound strange, but smiling changes the tone of your voice. People are aware of it when you're speaking to them, so smile and be enthusiastic when you're talking. If you need to, you can always write out a small script of what you're going to say. If you've never done this before, it's a very good way to get started. Some sample scripts. Hi Jane, I hope all is well. Is this a good time to have a chat? I have just got involved with a new business venture and I'm looking for some business partners who might like to join me. Perhaps you might know someone I could talk to about it. Or maybe it's something that may interest you. That sounds interesting. Tell me more. Well, I can give you my website details and you could watch a presentation that will tell you all about it. Then we could have another chat and see what you think. Give them your details and ask when they could watch it so you can arrange to call them again. You have to follow through. When you speak to them again, you can say, "Did you find the presentation interesting?" If the answer is yes, then you can explain the process. You can register them online, where they will receive their password, which gives them access to their partner back office. You can give them the details of the 4-step training and also ensure that they order their starter kit and off you go. You can also do a 3-way Skype call with your sponsor and bring them to a webinar to meet the team. Remember, you must follow up once they have completed step 1 of getting started and planning, because you can work together on the 30-day plan, arrange their first party and help them with their contact list. Duplication is king. What you do, they will do, and vice versa. Now, if they say no, it's not something they would be interested in at the moment, you can then say to them, "Well, I understand that it isn't the right business for everyone, but perhaps you know someone you think would be interested who I could speak to." If they are a friend, I'm sure that they will be supportive of you and would be happy to give you some names of people that you could contact. Remember, no can mean maybe, and maybe can mean yes. If you're speaking to a businessman, you need to frame the questions correctly. For example, "Hello, John. I hope you're well. Is this a good time to talk? I'm calling you as I've just started a new venture and I'm looking for some new business partners to join me. It might be something that would interest you, or you may well know somebody who is looking for a new business opportunity." He is bound to ask you what it is all about, and you then go through the process again, giving him the details of your website, as well as asking him to have a look at the presentation. After that, you follow through as you did before. Try not to give him too much information over the phone. Your objective is for him to watch the business presentation, after which you've got something to talk about and discuss. If you've just started in the business and you're not sure of all the facts and figures, let the video do the work for you. Remember, it's simple, it works, and anyone can do it. If you follow the process, you can't go wrong. Telephone referrals. "Hi, my name is..." I've been given your name and number by Jane, who said you might be interested in hearing about a new venture that I've just started. The company is called Energetics Wellness. May I tell you something about it? Again, give them the details of the website and the presentation and follow through as you did before. There is a very good saying that goes, "Some will, some won't, so what? Next." The golden rule is never to take it personally if someone says no. They aren't saying no to you personally, they are just saying no to the opportunity at the moment. Home presentations. Another way you can present the business is to invite some of your friends to your home and show them the business presentation on your computer. Equally, you can do a presentation to the friends of your newly sponsored consultant at their home. This can also be an easy and relaxed way of showing the business to other people. Make it as interesting as possible, since these people have taken the time and trouble to come and look at the opportunity. If you get the chance, ask them what their reasons are for coming and what they are interested in. Once again, you're in a position to build rapport and a relationship with them. You should also take some jewellery with you so they can see it in the flesh at the same time. Explain the benefits and the effects of the magnets, show the catalogue, and generally create an interesting and informative meeting. You have an opportunity here to ask them some questions. For example, what made them interested in coming to the business presentation? Had they heard about the effects of magnets before? Had they ever been involved in any kind of business like this before? Do they see themselves doing the business? Are they working at the moment? This can be a very effective way of furthering your business and sponsoring people. It builds excitement and enthusiasm, and of course, the jewellery is always the icing on the cake. Do they have children? How much time do they have available? All these questions are showing them that you're interested in them, and could also be helping them to make a decision about becoming involved. Another question could be, how do they see themselves being involved in energetics wellness? Have they been in business before? Do they see the benefits of being in business by themselves, working from home and setting their own timetable? Ask them what they would like to achieve by getting involved with energetics wellness, as well as what level of income would they like to earn. From all this information, you are getting to know how they would like to approach the business and what their intentions are. It's also important for you to tell people why you got involved with energetics wellness. Tell your story. People can identify much more easily with a real-life situation, and it helps them to see more clearly how they could be involved. You can tell them how you were introduced to the business and what happened. Tell them about your first party and how your sponsor helped you. Tell them about all the training that you've received, the great videos that you've watched and learned from, and how easy it's been for you to start your own business. You can also share your experiences with your customers' enjoyment of the products and the benefits that thousands of people have experienced from wearing the magnets. You can tell some stories from different people's testimonials of what's happened when they've worn the jewellery with magnets and how effective it's been. You can also say that it's wonderful being in a business where you can not only make money, but you can also help many people feel better through the magnetic jewellery. If your guests want to know more about the jewellery, you can also show them the short video of the jewellery training. It's very interesting and it shows all the different ways that you can combine the jewellery. It also creates interest and enthusiasm. They will probably want to ask you some questions too. For example, how much does it cost to get started? They have already seen this on the video. But now it's time to reiterate the different ways to get started. For example, the catalogue start, the fast start, or the career start. You can then go into further detail about how it all works. Tell them how much the starter pack is, what they get in it, and how they get started. You're helping them to build confidence in their ability to have a successful energetics business, as well as gaining confidence in themselves. You can also tell them how much information there is in the Energetics Wellness Handbook, how they can get their questions answered during the webinar meetings, and how you've met so many new people through the webinars. It's also interesting to tell other people's stories, what's worked for them, and any general tips that could benefit them. Now we've looked at some of the processes, and obviously people are going to have more questions, and some of them are about their concerns. So that's what we're going to cover now. Concerns. If they show concern in any area, you can use the feel, felt, found example we used in the retailing video. For example, I know how you feel about that. I felt the same way too, until I found that, and so on. Sometimes people can be worried about selling and they don't like the idea of selling to their friends. You can overcome this by telling them that you feel that you are sharing the jewellery, that you love it and you think that they will love it too. You can liken this to recommending a lovely restaurant that you've been to or seeing a great film that you think people should see. The same applies to recommending the jewellery. This is very special jewellery and unique because of the magnets. It looks beautiful and it makes you feel great. You can also say that you have never been in sales before, but you find that by simply wearing the jewellery, people are usually complimentary and often ask where you got it from. This is one of the wonderful things about energetics wellness. You wear the jewellery, people like it and they want to buy it. You never really have to sell it. It sells itself. This is one of the main reasons why energetics wellness is so successful. Other concerns. I don't know many people, or I live in an isolated area. In the retailing video, I listed many different places where you can find a lot of people. And of course, it's very easy now to meet new people on the internet. No, I'm not talking about dating, but even on Facebook, there are many different and interesting groups you can join. Societies, clubs, business groups. The list is endless. Please point out that they don't need hundreds of people. You're looking for a few key people who would like a new opportunity to earn money. Simply asking family and friends for some help is where it can start. They are sure to be happy to help you, and I'm sure that they would put on a party for you with some of their friends. Start the ball rolling and you will surprise yourself. I don't have any spare money. This is also a common concern, but as we've said before, we can start with a handful of catalogues, gather orders from these, and then get up and running. I know people who've started like this and have gone on to have highly successful businesses. In answering these questions, keep it light and upbeat. People just want to feel confident that they can do it, especially if they've never been in business for themselves before. How to get a decision from your prospect. Asking for a decision can be quite daunting for some people. However, you have to keep what you are offering in mind. When someone asked me, it literally changed my life. You have a great opportunity to offer people who are interested. Not everyone will say yes, but many people will. So here are some questions you can ask. Is energetics wellness the business for you? Where do you see yourself starting on the marketing plan? Can you see yourself working with energetics wellness? Are you excited about the energetics wellness opportunity? You want to have people in your team who really want to be there. By this stage, most people will have made their mind up already. Sometimes they want to have a think about it overnight. So ask if you can give them a call the next day. Also, there are quite a few husband and wife teams, so they may want to discuss it with their partner. Long-distance sponsoring. With all the technology available now, long-distance sponsoring is now possible. Nearly everything can be done online, even a virtual jewellery party. Everything anyone needs to know is either in the manual or on the videos. All the training involved, what to do and how to do it, is covered. You don't need lots of jewellery to have a small presentation. You can show the jewellery video and see close-ups of the jewellery on the website, as well as in the catalogue. With Skype and the webinars, you are able to chat and help your team members wherever they are. So don't worry if your friend or contact lives in another county or even in a different country. You can still show them the business and help them to get up and running. Some final thoughts. You have a great opportunity to offer those people who are looking at your business. Focus on adding value to people's lives. Success lies in the journey, and the money will follow as a natural consequence. You can literally be the catalyst for someone to change their life. How wonderful is that? Get in the habit of feeling successful and feel comfortable talking to people about your business. When you think big, your chances of getting big results are much greater. Have a millionaire mindset. It's possible to earn $1,000 a month, $5,000 a month, and even $50,000 a month in network marketing if you set your mind to it. I know I've done it, and believe me, if I can do it, so can you. Keep your mind open to learning everything possible about your business because competence precedes confidence. The more you know, the more you can take action. Become unstoppable. Master prospectors are consistently consistent. There will be highs and lows, as in every business, but if you keep your eye on the goal and what you want to achieve, adopt an attitude of consistency, you can minimize those ups and downs. Try not to get caught up in the roller coaster of other people's emotions. Keep focused and aligned with your goal, and you will succeed. The philosophy of attitude states that enthusiasm equals personal belief. Believe you can and you're right. Believe you can't and you're right too. Belief is very important in any business. Don't let anyone steal your dreams. Strengthening your relationship with yourself is the most important thing that you can do. Build a solid foundation of self-esteem and self-worth deep within your heart and mind. Only you know how much you want to succeed and what it means to you. Visualize yourself being that person you dream of being. You've got what it takes, and all master prospectors have one thing in common, and it's called courage. You've taken the time to watch these training videos and hopefully feel enthused, excited and confident to move your business to the next level. Now it's time to go out there and make it happen, and you need courage to do that. There are 3 words that define courage. The first is commitment. A commitment to being the best you can be, which you obviously have since you're at stage 4 of this training. The third is action. A willingness to act upon your commitment. The second is doubt. Sure, you have doubts. We all do. Doubt is the next thing we experience when we commit to anything. Doubt is part of the package, part of the deal. You can't have commitment without it. You have the courage because you can rise above your doubts in the bright light of action. So courage, my friends, is not the absence of doubt. It is the mastery over it. You've committed to being the best you can be. You hold your vision in front of you, and it's the brightness of your vision that gives you the courage to master doubt. Be spectacular for yourself. Know where you're going, set your sights on your goal and what you want to achieve, and your business will soar. And remember, go where you normally go, do what you normally do, and take your business with you. It's simple, it works, and you can do it. So congratulations, you've now completed the 4th step of the training system. So you must be very pleased. And now you'll have all the information and knowledge that you need to have a really brilliant business. And remember, you can use these videos as reference as many times as you need to. It's giving you all the information that you need. So be spectacular for yourself. Know where you want to go, set your goals, set your sights on what you want to achieve, and your business will absolutely soar. So remember the golden rule. Go where you normally go, do what you normally do, and take your business with you. And remember, it's simple, it works, and you can do it.